everybody, Neil Gaiman. Neil, it's so lovely to see you again.
It's lovely to be back.
You look great. Your hair's been teased.
The ladies in makeup did it, and then my wife walked in and said, do it like this, and so the normal sort of average Gaiman mop.
No, it's gone.
It's
you're
gone.
like some kind of...
I could be somebody else.
Well, no, it's not that dramatic, but it does look like you're someone who knows a lot of very clever ladies.
I know lots and lots of clever ladies.
Well, that's
They're all
nice.
back there in the makeup room.
Yeah, no. Well, and your wife's going to be on the show later on.
She is.
Yeah, she's going to sing.
She's formed the most peculiar supergroup possibly in rock history.
Yeah, it's a very odd kind of affair, the way that you... Well, no, it's not an odd affair, it's a marriage, but the...
Thank you, yes.
But you've got this very weird and very, to me, very attractive and interesting kind of roadshow going on with you and Amanda, haven't you?
We do. It really was just a sort of mad way of... We're still trying to figure it out. We got married.
Right.
We're loving being married.
Right.
We've also discovered that if we try and go on holidays together, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I can't imagine you sunbathe
just...
much. Are you a sunbather?
No.
No.
Look at me.
You've never really been outside, have you, Neil?
That's the big place with the thing in the sky.
Big thing with the big shiny thing.
I've heard about the shiny thing.
No.
It's terrifying.
No,
my people, we stay indoors. We have keyboards. We have darkness.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Yeah,
today is our day.
Oh, yes, it's Sam Hain today.
It is. Good old Sam.
Sam Hain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Samhain.
I call it Sam Hain.
Yeah, you should.
Because I'm not a writer, Neil, that's why.
I always figured that Sam Hain would make a great occult private detective.
Yeah, would, yeah.
You know, Sam Hain, private eye.
Simon Hain. Simon Hain, I said. That's better. I like it better anyway. Plus, it's not yours, so I'm taking it.
You've got it. It's all
okay.
yours.
Simon Hain, private eye. Sam Hain,
so,
private.
yes, Amanda and I, on the road, doing this tour, we decided to do an evening with Neil Gaiman and Amanda Palmer. She's going to sing. Well, no, but I've been roped into it because she's singing and then she's made me.
I know, so she's your wife. You have to do what she tells you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I know that. Don't think I don't know that. I know. There's something I know, and that's a thing I know. If your wife tells you to do something, do it. Take out the garbage, do it. Sing in my band, sing.
It seemed very, very simple. I said, I will read stuff and you'll sing. And except that then she said, good, you'll read stuff, I'll sing, and you'll sing on these following songs. So...
I think it's nice. Were you ever in a band back in the day?
1977, age 16, punk. There are embarrassing photos on the internet still.
Really?
Yes.
Really? What did you
play? You must have been...
Of course I was in bands, yeah.
And the glory of 1977 was, for me, it was that wonderful moment of going, you don't have to be any good. No. You don't have to know what you're doing. You just have to get up there and make a lot of noise. And the fact that you cannot dance didn't matter, because you could pogo, which was jumping up and down.
Yeah, just jumping up and down, yeah. Or the dead fly, just lying on the ground.
Absolutely. Which was fine until the people who were pogoing next to you decided
they jumped up and down,
yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could be dangerously hurt.
Now, you twitted me.
I did, yeah.
When I was in Edinburgh.
Tweet you all the time. I follow you on the Tweety.
You on the Tweety thing. But I was in Edinburgh.
And I asked you to get the haggis.
You did.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Where is it then? Oh, you didn't. You did? Oh, yeah!
Now, hang on. Before I present this to you, formally, as a haggis, I just want to tell the nice people in your studio audience, hello. I told him, he said, get me a haggis. And I said, you're actually asking me to smuggle a haggis into America? And he said, yes. And I said, what happens if I go to prison? And he said that he would send an intern to visit me on visiting.
I think that's fair. That's lovely. Oh, thank you so much. And it's a McSween's. Is it a vegetarian haggis?
It is a McSween's vegetarian haggis.
Thank you so much.
Probably the only one in America right now.
This is amazing. Do you want your cushion back?
It's actually, I stole it from your production people.
You guys have cushions?
I said, I'm going to give them the haggis. I said, do you have a velvet cushion that I can present it on? Because it looks so sad.
It's not sad at all. It's like a little rock of tasty. You want to try this. I'm telling you, vegetarian haggis is the way to go. And people say, well, how can it be haggis if it doesn't contain innards?
And not wrapped in this. I mean, was it wrapped in the stomach of a vegetarian sheep? Or
no, but it's wrapped in the stomach of a vegetarian. No, this is lovely. It's meats and pulses and not meats, you know, pulses.
The things that aren't meats.
Yeah, the things that are not. Everything that's not meat in Scotland, bits of old chair, you know, stuff like that. Now, you were in Scotland. What were you doing in Scotland?
What was I doing in Scotland? I got a house there.
Really? Where?
Isle of Skye.
Wow, it's lovely up there.
It's absolutely beautiful. I don't go there enough. It's incredibly remote. All of my wife's family originated on the Isle of Skye, coincidentally. I had it was one of the first things we ever talked about.
Really?
She said, my family come from Skye. I said, good Lord, I have a house there. Which meant
Let's get it on.
It
came shortly afterwards.
When we actually got married. Well, no, we got married in January in a very sort of secret, elope kind of thing. But then when we did the family party, we had it on Skye.
It's lovely.
And it was great. It was a sort of combination of her relatives in kilts and my North London Jewish relatives, and they're staring at each other from across the room. And then at one point we actually did the Jewish marriage chair dance while the bagpipes played, which may be the first time that's ever happened in human history.
No. My second wife was a Jewish girl. And we did the chair dance, and I was wearing the kilt, which is a dangerous thing to do when you're wearing a kilt and you're on the chair. People were fainting. I was like, sorry, it's traditional. And they were like, wait, he's not Jewish either. And I'm like, no. That's a true story. Yeah. No, it was quite the scene. I can relate. Yeah. But, you know, yours will work out better than mine. Sure. Oh, it's lovely there, though. I do love Scotland. I was in Scotland last week, you know.
What were you doing there?
Yeah, I was poking around.
Officially, this is something they hire you to do? Poke?
Yeah, they poke around. Go and have a look over there. See if there's any mice in that hole there. That was because, you know, you have to keep your feet on the ground. That's the whole idea. If you come to America and you're Scottish and you do okay, then you have to go back to Scotland and be insulted in order to keep your feet on the ground, you see? That's it. We're keeping your feet on the ground.
So my neighbours in Scotland, wonderful people, the Nicholsons.
Right.
And
I know them.
They're
in Skye.
On Skye, of course.
Yes,
the Nicholsons.
yes, very nice people.
I say this, when this goes out on YouTube, everyone on Skye is going to go, oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, the Nicholsons, yes.
I made a fantastic discovery with the Nicholsons, which is while I, as you saw from my Dick Van Dyke version of an American accent on my Simpsons thing, I'm not actually somebody who does accents. When I get drunk enough on Scotch whiskey at the Nicholsons, I slowly slip into a Scottish accent. And
that's just a whiskey, Neil.
But either that or the Scotch actually brings out the accent. And I didn't know that I did this. Last time I went over to the Nicholsons, had a wonderful evening. You know, they pour out a tumbler of Scotch and a cup of tea and give you a slice of cake, and you go whiskey, tea, cake, whiskey, tea, cake. And then you get to the end of the Scotch and you go, okay, there we go. And you turn around, they filled it up again to the top and go back to the house. I had no recollection of what happened after that. Turned out I was drunk dialing people in a Scottish accent.
You say that like it's never been done before.
But you have a Scottish accent to start with.
Yes, that's true, but that's only because the whiskey hasn't worn off yet.
Have you ever drunk dialed people in an English accent?
Yeah, I used to drunk dial people all the time, but not for a long time. Now I sober dial them. In a Scottish accent, yeah. No, I'd never done it. Well, I had some very great friends, Paul Whitehouse and Charlie Higson, who were both writers and performers in London, were great friends of mine back in the day, and they're both Cockneys. So whenever well, they're not Cockneys, but they're London boys, and when I was with them, I'd end up talking like that all the time. I was like, well, all right, geezer, hey, like that, and they were like, why are you talking like that? And I'm like, I don't know, I just want to fit in.
It is. It's that weird contagion thing where you just want to be like everybody else, and suddenly, you know, you're talking like this.
Yeah, all right.
Hello, Craig. Yeah, you're looking good, all right. I like your TARDIS, mate.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Sparkly ball. You got an Eiffel Tower down there.
The Doctor's wife, we never even talked about that.
No, did you see it? Because you hadn't seen it the last time.
It's very nice. Bit of a song. I just wow, they were married. I can remember. Me, I thought, yeah.
Yeah, well, it actually feels very appropriate to be talking about Doctor Who in English accents.
Yeah, I suppose so. We're way over time.
So now,
Have you seen Zooey Deschanel's album now?
No, I was going to actually say, so now that you know that the TARDIS is sexy, there is actually a reason why I made a grab for your TARDIS.
Yeah, no.
When we're doing the...
Yeah, it had a sexual connotation.
It did.
Yeah. Well, you can have a poke around in it now if you want. Look, the doors are open.
This is better than going for the $50 or...
Well, no, is it now? Because we are out of time. So do you want to go for the... here are the new choices. There are... You can get... You can go for the $50, you can go for the awkward pause, or you can go for haggis in the TARDIS. What do you want to try for? You got to go for the 50.
Craig, what are the rules of haggis in the TARDIS?
Well, if you answer the question right, then you get to touch the haggis, and I'll give you $50.
Okay. You know, I think I'd like to go for that then.
All right, then. Here you go. You ready?
Yeah.
Iceland is in the North Atlantic. Its capital city is Reykjavik. True or false? No, I don't like that.
True?
No.
Okay.
Let's
40?
see. What?
Zooey Deschanel going out. She was all like, got the money. Answered it right.
Where'd she go? I mean, who would guess that?
You don't look at that woman and go, she knows a lot about elephant teeth.
Oh, I don't know, Neil. I don't know. Sometimes I look at her and I think things I'm surprised that I think. All right, here's a question. Within $100, what was the average cost of a car in 1953?
$300.
No, I'm afraid it was $1,650. Close enough, though. $50. You get to touch the TARDIS, haggis.